It's crazy. It really is crazy. These judges, these lawyers, this fraud, collusion. Who knows what it's for? Money or friendships or whatever they got going on. But I can honestly say that we should never go in the courtroom feeling like we're already the victims and we did nothing.
Welcome back to your daily dose of scandal and glamour. Let's spill the tea on today's hottest drama. Jay-Z's past might be catching up with him in the wildest way. Another woman just popped out of the shadows claiming he's her real dad, and the drama just hit a whole new level. We were already trying to wrap our heads around the chaos with Rymir Satterthwaite, the man who says he's Jay's secret son. But now, it's sounding like Hav had way more going on back in the day than anyone guessed. Word on the street is, Jay was out here living fast and loose. People saying he used to be a straight-up player back in the day. And now, folks are wondering just how many paternity surprises might still be lurking. Like, are we looking at a whole new chapter of secret kids popping up? But here's where it gets even crazier. How's Beyoncé supposed to handle this? Being tied to one alleged child outside their marriage was already messy. But two? That's a whole different storm. She's reportedly been getting real fed up with the spotlight, constantly shifting to Jay's past. If she was irritated before, this might just push things over the edge. The woman making these jaw-dropping claims is named Letitia Mason. She says she grew up being told by her family that Jay-Z is her biological father. That's not just a random rumor. She's sticking to it and coming forward now, right in the middle of all this mess. What took her so long to speak out? And is there any proof behind it? This is about to blow up fast. And if it keeps going like this, we might be staring down a full-blown Carter family crisis. She's based out in Maryland, and according to her, there ain't a single doubt in her mind. Jay-Z is definitely her dad. She originally shook up the internet a little while back when she dropped a bombshell on Instagram. Her caption? I've been quiet for far too long. Join me as I tell you my story of living in the shadows of being Jay-Z's daughter in a city where everyone knew he was my father. Now that sent shockwaves. She went on to explain how life wasn't just about some secret identity. It was about surviving. Her mom, who once had so much energy and life, was slowly destroyed by multiple sclerosis. She said the disease took her from being a fun mom to being completely bedridden around the clock. And during all that pain, she stepped up, raising 4 kids, including twins, while working 2 jobs and going to school full-time, and one of those jobs at a prison. That's serious hustle. But that's not all. This woman claims she even took an ancestry DNA test that allegedly confirmed Jay-Z is her biological father. And she didn't stop there. She posted a whole list of what she calls straight-up facts. And now, this is where the heat turns all the way up, because people who knew her and her family back in the day, they're starting to come out the woodwork too. People are saying this wasn't even a secret. It was an open conversation in their hometown. One person posted, "If you not from the shore, you won't understand, but we all knew that was her father." That's not just speculation. That's folks from the community backing her up like it's common knowledge. And it gets even more intense. Another woman stepped up claiming that Jay-Z always knew about Letitia, but played the background and let his team do the dirty work by keeping things quiet. She spilled a lot of tea in a post where she said, "I know the story from start to finish. I hooked your mother and father up years ago. Jay asked me who she was when I lived on 500 Side Greenwood Avenue. We chilled in that apartment so many times. Laughed, drank, smoked, played cards, and did more." She went on to say that Lisa, Letitia's mom, and her had been talking about this for years. And then she dropped the wildest part. "I remember when Lisa came to my house on Bradley Avenue in Cambridge, Maryland. We called Rockefeller trying to tell Jay about Tasha. And get this, the response from Jay-Z's camp? Do you know how many women call me daily and say, 'Jay-Z, they baby daddy?'" She swore on everything. "My hand to God." Then she dropped the classic line from Gloria Jean Turner. "What's done in the dark will come to light." And according to her, this is that moment. So now it's looking like Jay-Z might have been out here doing way more than just dodging the truth. He was allegedly out there wilding with no follow-through. And imagine the tension right now in the Carter household. First, there was the drama with Rymir, where a judge literally ordered Jay-Z to submit a DNA sample so the whole mess could finally be sorted in court. And now, a second possible child is speaking out loud and proud. This ain't just some rumor mill. It's starting to look like a legacy crisis. And here we go again. No shocker. Jay-Z is still fighting it. After more than 15 years of dodging, denying, and ducking the paternity drama, he's back in defense mode. This isn't new behavior, but the way he and Beyoncé have allegedly handled it, that's where things get extra shady. Rymir and his guardian, Dr. Lily, have straight up accused the power couple of playing dirty behind the scenes, saying they used intimidation tactics to pressure them into giving up their fight for justice.
It's crazy. It really is crazy. These judges, these lawyers, this fraud, collusion. Who knows what it's for? Money or friendships or whatever they got going on. But I can honestly say that we should never go in the courtroom feeling like we're already the victims and we did nothing.
And get this, Dr. Lily didn't just stop at accusations. She actually filed a legal battle against their own lawyers. That's right. She claims the attorneys who were supposed to be on their side were secretly working with Jay-Z's legal team. She says they sabotaged everything behind closed doors, creating procedural problems that got the whole case thrown out of court in Philly. According to reports, both Rymir and Dr. Lily say they've been getting hit with intimidation moves for years. Rymir said things got even worse after he filed a civil suit against Jay-Z. And Dr. Lily, she's convinced Beyoncé played a major role in stopping Jay from acknowledging the situation or even considering a settlement. But here's where it gets downright cold. Some fans believe Jay-Z and Beyoncé even mocked Rymir in one of their songs. Yeah, in the track Heard About Us, Jay raps, Billie Jean in his prime. For the 1000th time, the kid ain't mine. Online, they call me dad kiddingly. You're not supposed to take this dad thing literally. Jay-Z dropped some bars that didn't go unnoticed, especially by Rymir. In the track, Hav rapped, "I'm cool on that. Chuck the 2 fingers every day. I'm getting sued. I show up to court without a suit. Your every move is on the news, ain't it? It has its perks too, ain't it?" That hit hard for Rymir, who didn't stay quiet. Instead, he fired back with a diss track of his own. In the song, he clapped back with "Ninjas washed up, still doing tracks. Like 55? Where the F you at? Need to go back to your old days. Grown man in his old ways." It was bold, raw, and emotional, but he made it clear in interviews that he wasn't just trying to be messy. Rymir explained his intentions in a calm and focused way. He said, "This is not me being petty or trying to start a feud or anything like that. I just want to put my song out there to let the world know I'm still going up, regardless of what anyone says, even Jay-Z." Then he added a question that left people thinking. If he said I'm not his son 1,000 times, wouldn't it be easier to just take the test? At this point, it's not even just about a paternity test. It's about something deeper. It's about truth, identity, and closure. Rymir's publicist also spoke up and said, if Jay-Z shared his feelings in Heard About Us, then Rymir has every right to express himself through his own music too. Even though Jay-Z claims he's denied fathering Rymir many times, the real issue is that, according to Rymir, he never said any of that directly to him or his family. No phone call, no letter, no conversation, nothing. Jay's legal team has tried to spin the situation as Rymir just chasing clout or trying to grab cash. But Rymir shut that down real quick. He said plainly, I don't want money or anything like that from Jay-Z. I just want closure. I just want to know who my father is. And with everything that's gone down, that's not just a fair request, it's a personal one. Rymir didn't hold back. He said all he wants is for Jay-Z to finally tell the truth to the world. He's supposed to be a positive role model in our community. He stands up for Black Lives Matter. Well, then tell the truth and take responsibility, he said. And honestly, that hit different. He added, if you say I'm not your son and nothing ever happened with my mom, then just take the test. The big question still stands. If Jay-Z really has nothing to hide, then why is his answer always no whenever a paternity test is brought up? That's what's keeping people side-eyeing this situation. Now here's where it gets even more sensitive. There's an allegation floating around that Jay-Z may have gotten Rymir's mother, Wanda, pregnant when she was still a teenager. Dr. Lily, Rymir's guardian, said Wanda was just 16 when she first met Sean Carter. According to her, Wanda might have told him she was older, but either way, she ended up pregnant and had no clue how to reach him afterward. Lily shared that she actually got a call from one of Jay-Z's in-house lawyers at the time. She said they seemed cooperative at first, talking about handling things privately and even discussing Rymir's music career. She claims they said he was talented and asked if it might be the right time to sign him to Jay's label. But when Lily replied that he needed to finish high school first, things took a weird turn. All of a sudden, different lawyers stepped in, and the tone reportedly flipped. Lily said, they realized this could be more serious for Sean, especially with the claims about Wanda's age. Eventually, a judge actually ordered Jay-Z to take the paternity test, but instead of just doing it and clearing the air, Jay-Z responded in a way nobody expected. And guess what? He's still trying to fight it off even now. Instead of just agreeing to take the DNA test, or even publicly acknowledging the paternity claims, Jay-Z completely flipped the script. In court filings, his legal team turned the tables and accused Rymir of harassing him for years. They didn't hold back either. They called the entire situation baseless, and even went as far as saying Rymir's behavior had become obsessive. Jay's lawyers basically argued that the courts have already dismissed these claims multiple times, and that Rymir is simply refusing to accept the rulings. That's how a past contempt order even came into play. They said he was ignoring court decisions and dragging this all out for attention. But here's the twist. If it's all so settled, then why did a judge just recently order a DNA test? Clearly, something in this case made the court stop and say, let's look into this again. That alone tells people this isn't over no matter what Jay-Z's team is saying. Now it's getting even messier. According to reports, Jay-Z's legal team is now pulling the delay card. They're asking the court for more time to respond to the latest lawsuit. Their reasoning? Even though the suit was filed back on May 6th, they claim it wasn't properly served. In fact, they're saying Jay-Z didn't even find out about it until almost a month later, on June 3rd. But fans aren't buying it. A lot of people online are convinced this is just a stalling tactic, like he's trying to buy time, strategize, and figure out how to wiggle out of the court order. And now, with a second alleged daughter stepping into the spotlight, it's definitely not going to be as smooth as he hoped. The noise is only getting louder, and the whispers on the street? They're saying Beyonce is not staying quiet about it anymore, and this might just be the breaking point. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to stay in the loop with all the latest. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update, and I'll catch you in the next video.